Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep, some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across. I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose.
Also had a fair share of democratic rule, but let me ask someone whose maybe major experience has been largely that of a democratic experience. I do not know what stories you've heard. Or how many years you experienced under the military regime, or how life was then when you did experience it, or what your life is right now. But if you were to compare, would you say that quality of life under a democratic rule, under a democratic system, has greatly improved over what we used to see in military, under the military?
No. I would say I was very little when at least I got to see a little of Abacha, Babangida, and all those people. And one thing I cannot take away from the military regime is the discipline. In as much as we've heard stories about looting and all of that, there were some things that I would always want to talk about security, because I was born in the North. I grew up in the North, and I know some of the experiences I had there. Under the military, I doubt, I'm sure you've heard the saying that if insurgency lasts, particular as the government has a hand in it. And to a very great extent, if you have to compare and analyze things properly, you would see that there's so much to question with what we have today as democracy. The people, the leaders we have are questionable. Their activities, their conduct, all questionable. Why can't we have people stick to or do things how it's meant to be done? What's the dividend of democracy? If I'm still I'm still complaining about being hungry, I see young people complain about unemployment. Take it back to 2012 under, he said something and said we need to be more democratic. I totally agree. And that is why I stuck to this side of the political divide, because the name implies People's Democratic Party, and everything we do is in line. That's our ideology. A perfect example was in 2012. It was attested that Nigeria grew to the point where you could refer to us as the third fastest growing economy. What do we have today? We have been described as like a poverty. We have even gone below what you call poverty. Is that bad? So why would you? There's no comparison. If people were left to choose, people would prefer to go back to, the military rule. But I want to say that there's so much more that democracy has to offer. If only we can get the right leaders in the right places, we will be able to enjoy the dividends of democracy. Because as a citizen, I don't think I want to be working in fear of, yes sir, the military thing. It just wouldn't work for me. But we need to understand that this democracy we have is a gift. We need to protect it. We need to defend it. We need to stand and take this thing back from these people that have stolen it. Because I would use the word stolen. They've stolen what democracy is meant to be, and they're just giving us shambles.
From one angle of Abuja to another, just to express his satisfaction and appeal to them to work together. What fitness are we talking about?
And I asked him because this question, which I'm going to also ask you, in relation to what the argument whether PDP and APC should be those who feel the third force or the alternative political parties, that Nigerians should look towards them other than PDP and APC. According to those critics, they said, look, both parties have failed and they've tried them, and they should try something else.
I'm a Democrat, and I believe in democracy. People have the right to say whatever they want to say for the benefit of their interest in politics. But I believe that Tinubu will do better, and I believe APC government have done better. I equally acknowledge the fact that the government of President Muhammadu Buhari is not a saint. It has its own attendant failure, which is accepted by me. And reason for that failure is equally made very clear by me. But it doesn't mean that you cannot develop. One thing about democracy, in my own opinion, is when there is continuity, definitely problems are going to be solved. And if Tinubu is allowed to continue from where President Muhammadu Buhari will stop, we are going to do better. And a lot of issues that President Muhammadu Buhari was unable to address, I am very sure that the government of APC will address. But to say that PDP and APC are not whatever, then we should look for a third-party option, is democracy. At the end of the day, it is the people vote. It is the power that people will donate to whosoever they want to donate that will prevail.
Honorable Gagdi, is it true that your party is considering a Muslim ticket?
I'm not aware of that, and I'm not supporting that.
What if that's the decision of the candidate, because the candidate is incumbent on him to choose a running mate?
Yes, it is his own right to choose whosoever he wants to choose for the benefit of winning election. But again, if he does that, some of us will respect his right for doing that. But I don't think we are fair to even Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be arrogating the intention of running a Muslim ticket to him. I believe in Nigeria. And I am read to some extent that I don't forget about the 5 national objectives: a just and egalitarian society, a free and democratic society, a united, strong and self-reliant nation, a land of bright and full of opportunities for all citizens, a great and dynamic economy. They are there. So I respect the 5 national objectives. Building on that is just like religion. I'm a Muslim. Islam is built on justice. The 5 national objectives talk about a just and egalitarian society, a land of bright and equal opportunities for all citizens. If you look at the dissension, issues of trust among Nigerian people, you will not contemplate talking about Christian ticket or Muslim.
So you agree with the Christian Association of Nigeria
in total
that said, look, if you go by a Christian ticket or Muslim ticket, any party which does that is going to fail?
I agree with their fact that we shouldn't do that. But winning or not winning, it's not within our power to say that I'm going to fail or I'm going to win. God give power to whosoever he so desires.
So those who have said, should your party go Muslim, Christian, you might not be able to get the northern vote if you go with
it's
a Christian northern.
I don't believe in that. The same those that says we should go for Muslim ticket in our party are those that says that the presidency should be zoned to the south. They are basing their argument of Muslim ticket on competency and capability to deliver. Are they telling me that the Christians have no competent people to be the running mate to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Are they saying that the Christians have no capacity, people that have the capacity to be running mate? What they are saying,
the capacity or the reality of our political numbers in this country. You are from the northern region. You are from the north central, a swing region of the country.
Yes,
a swing votes almost every election. But we're talking about the northwest and the northeastern region of the country.
What is vote?
Where the Islamic religion takes.
Is the vote based on religion? Vote is based on your capacity.
But is it not true? Also,
example. Let me give you an example.
You're talking about what should be. We're talking about what the reality is. That religion has played a major role in the politics of the northeast and the northwest of Nigeria.
I agree with you. But in deliverance of votes, when you are talking about votes, you are now talking about the capacity of individuals to mobilize people, to convince people to vote for them. I am a member representing Panshin Kanke Kanam Federal Constituency, 3 local governments from Plateau. In those 3 local governments, Muslims constitute only perhaps 30%, and Christians are about 70%. I won election, I won primaries again, I'm coming for second time. So it is not being Muslim or Christians that give votes. The ability of the people to understand what a leader is providing to them and their belief in that person is what will be able to...
Should your party go Muslim, will it hurt your...
It will hurt me as an individual.
Will it hurt the chances of your party?
Definitely.
Let me show you the possibility of those whose names have been mentioned.
Okay.
Those whose names have been mentioned in your party, the likes of the former SGF, Babachi Lawal, the governor of Borno State, Babangana Zulum, the former governor of Borno State, Kashim Shatima, the governor of Yobe State, the governor of Kaduna State. These are some of the names that have been mentioned.
Well, like I said, it's political interest. People have right to mention whosoever they want to mention. Like El-Rufai you mentioned. I had one of his debates with you. I try as much as possible to avoid mentioning name. But I give you this as a pictorial example, that the Muslim ticket is not an issue. It is workable. Because candidates, running mates should be chosen not based on religious coloration, but based on their individual capacity to deliver on the problem that is facing this country.
All right.
But I ask, why did they support zoning of the presidency to the South-South? They should have equally said that the APC zoning of presidency should not be zoned to the southern part of the country. It should be allowed open for persons that have the capacity and capability to win. They decided, Governor El-Rufai, with utmost respect to him, decided to support the zoning of the presidency to the south because he believed there should be fairness to the southern region. Why is he not believing that there is supposed to be fairness in the other religious faiths? So I believe if we want, it's not about winning. My own contest, my own opinion is not about winning. Yes, you can do Muslim ticket and win, but how can you rule harmoniously? How can you rule peacefully? What I am looking for to Tinubu is to form a government that at the end of the day he will simplify uniting this country based on religion, based on our region and whatever.
Honorable Yusuf Gagdi, member of the House of Representatives representing Plateau State in the National Assembly. Thank you so much indeed for coming. And I, as well, of course, a member of the APC. But that's our show for today, everyone. Many thanks for watching.
But next time, call me and Dino Malai so that we talk about APC and PDP, so that we talk about Atiku and Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Well, we'll try that some other time.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone.